Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we're doing another fragrance review today. So last review we did was on Spartacus, which was quite a sweet fragrance, obviously a cheaper fragrance. So today I decided I was going to do a slightly more expensive. We're going to go for a niche fragrance. So today we are looking at Parfums de Marly's Perseus, which is my favourite fragrance. So this is the bottle here. So this is a 125 milliliter bottle. It's an eau de parfum concentration, so 15 to 20% fragrance oils, and this is very much a fresh, clean, citrus at its forefront fragrance. So the presentation, the bottle is solid. It's not glass, it's metal, I believe. The cap as well is a very, very solid cap. It's not magnetic, unfortunately. The atomizer is lovely. It's not pressurized. Oh, it smells so good. But it is a very, very good atomizer. This is an expensive fragrance. So Parfum de Marly, who make this, the brand for these, is a French house, of course, but they are a niche house. So that bottle there is around £300. So obviously a stark difference to the £35 of Spartacus, but you can very much smell the difference here. So I wrote the notes down because there's quite a few. Again, I'll put them up on screen as I did before. So the top notes here, it's grapefruit, bergamot and blackcurrant. In the mid, it is vetiver, green mandarin and geranium. And then in the base, you've got dry woods, cashmere woods, ambergris, balsam fir, cedar and tonka. Now this, like I said at the opening of the video, this is very much a fresh summer, fruity citrus fragrance. So if you do not like citrus, this is not for you. I love citrus, so this is right up my street. So this opens with a blast of grapefruit and the bergamot. And when I say blast, it is really ripe. It's very rindy. So you can kind of get like that kind of soft citrus like you get in a lot of fragrances that opens. This one doesn't open like that. It's very loud, it's very bright, and it's very rindy. So imagine you've got a grapefruit and you've literally just split it and burst it, and the kind of that rindy kind of smell comes out, where it's almost a bit bitter. It kind of opens like that, very bright and loud. This has got some serious projection for a fresh fragrance. This is insanely powerful. It's lovely. The opening will last a good 40 minutes to an hour here, and it maintains that kind of nice, fresh citrus all the way through the mid into the base, all the way through. And it gives you, longevity is 8 to 10 hours on this one, which for a fresh fragrance is insane. It does have a slightly earthy undertone where you've got the vetiver, but it's very, very subtle. It's not that kind of dark earthy. It's just subtle. It just gives it a little bit of backbone. And the same for me is said with the woods. So the woods here, there's a lot of different woods in here, but it doesn't smell awfully woody, if you know what I mean. Really, this is a citrus fragrance, and that's what it is from start to finish. And the woods and the vetiver, they just give it a backbone to support it, so it kind of holds and maintains that longevity. So you get that grapefruit, you get that blackcurrant, the bergamot, that runs throughout the entirety of the fragrance, even through the dried end into the base. You can still pick up facets of that. If you walk away from your desk and you come back to it, you can just pick up on that freshness. It's a very sparkly fragrance as well. Like I said, it is quite juicy, and that rindiness doesn't really go away. So you've got to like a little bit of bitterness. If that's not for you, maybe you want to avoid this one because it is a little bit bitter, but it's also very, very fresh. Longevity, as I said, 8 to 10 hours on my skin in the high heat of summer. The projection is brilliant, easily an arm's length, stays that way 2 to 3 hours off of my skin. And it stays that way. I don't wear this one all that very often. I save it for special occasions because I like it so much. And obviously it is quite a pricey fragrance. But absolutely love it. If you're looking for a fresh, juicy, and you want the juicy citrus, definitely this is one to check out. You can get decants, smaller bottles, that much cheaper, but it is an expensive fragrance. There are multiple clones of it. None of them touch it. So you need to smell the original. The difference of ingredients when you're talking about niche fragrances versus designer fragrances, the quality just goes up another notch. It's really is something you need to smell. And Parfum de Marly are one of those brands, one of those niche brands where they try and stay almost designer. So typically when I hear the word niche, I think it's going to be high quality ingredients, but quite often it will be a niche product. So it will be something that's a bit out there, a bit wacky. It's not necessarily designed for the masses. It's designed for a specific niche audience. So it can be like a real heavy chocolate fragrance or a real heavy coffee fragrance or whatever it is they want to look at. Parfum tamales tend to look at the mass appeal, and what they tend to do is go like a designer style perfumery, but just ramp that quality another level, which is what you get here. So it's almost a designer-esque fresh fragrance. It is mass appealing. I can't imagine many people would dislike this unless you don't like that kind of rindy bitterness just from the stop, like that kind of grapefruit. If you do, you're going to love this fragrance. There are others that are similar. If you are on a bit of a budget and you're not looking to drop 300 quid on a bottle, Hermes, which is another designer house, Terre d'Hermes, they make one called Eau Givrée, which is this one here. This is very, very, very similar in its style. Again, it has that kind of woody backbone with a bitter, rindy kind of citrus over the top, and this one's only around £100 a bottle. So there are alternatives, but it isn't as good. And there's not much else to say on this one. It was released in 2024, so it's quite a new fragrance. But as I said at the start, this is my favourite fragrance by far. And I thought it'd be nice to give you a bit of a rundown on this one. So for anyone that likes fresh citrus fragrance at their core, check this one out. I'll catch you on the next one.